Peace and blessings, guys. Shalom. I just want to give you a quick message. It's for Sunday, fresh after Sabbath, just to give you some words for wisdom for today. So we're reading out of scriptures, many different ones. Starting with Psalms 103:5. And it says, "Who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles." What that's saying is, when you say good things out of your mouth and you're satisfied with good things and good energy, things that come out of your mouth to the younger generation, they live forever because you feed them wisdom. If you're not feeding them negativity, if you're not feeding them blasphemous things, things of this world, then they'll live forever with the right mind. And a lot of y'all probably don't know this, but in an eagle, it's similar to the same thing. In the eagle's nature, the bold eagle's nature, they live up to 40 years of their lives. And after 40 years, they have to make a decision. Either they can kill themselves or they take their beak and they break their beak against things until it breaks off completely. And the pain is so excruciating for them that some eagles rather not deal with that pain, that after they 40 years span, they just die. But those who choose to break their beak off, it gives them another 30 years of a lifespan to live even after that beak is broke. And as the beak grows back stronger, it goes back stronger longer. And they have another 30 years of a lifespan. You guys can look that up. It's not my word. I know this. So the long lasting of delicacy of things coming out of the mouth is living long life, speaking positive to live longer. Coming out of the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 11. If ye be being evil, how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall the Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? So if you're being evil, and or you're being around someone that's not being so kind and being so rude and evil and just doing bad things and they're still bearing good gifts, how much more should the Father in heaven give them that act of him? It's the same thing with, like, why would you take candy from a stranger, right? It's one of those things. So basically, if you know someone that's living in wickedness, covetousness, lies, not truth, and they're still willing to give you gifts, how much more will the Father then give them that acts them, or even you for even accepting it when you know that person? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5:22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. That's obvious. If you see something, if it look like a duck, quack like a duck, it is a duck. So stay away from evil things. Stay away from people doing bad. You don't want to have that energy around them. You do not want to put yourself in their aura. 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of evil. And I'm going to stop there because everybody, at least me growing up, I always heard money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. I've read all 66 books in this Bible, front and back. And I got my book all marked up. I've never read one time where it says money is the root of all evil. So be not deceived. Evil communication can't corrupt good manners. It's not money is the root of all evil. In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Love, lusting, craving, wanting, not money itself. But I'm going to read it again. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which, while some converted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, because they have the lust for money. They converted after. Some of them converted after. Some of them didn't, meaning some of them got away from that love. Some of them stayed, and they erred from faith, meaning err is being airy, being rude, mean, wicked, evil, not walking in righteousness. So when you're err, that's evilness. So now you're getting away from what you knew, God. You're getting away from faith of God taking care of everything because you're putting your love and money. You're putting your love and money for everything rather than allowing the Lord to do it for you. And they pierced themselves with many sorrow. For it says, I forget which verse, but any blessings from the Lord come with no sorrow. So if you're being blessed with money and then you have all these problems after, it's not from the Lord, because any blessing that will come destruction is the angel of light, which is the devil, dressed in disguise himself as God. Let's go to Proverbs 27:20. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of a man are never satisfied. What that means is God created the hell. He gave the angels the keys to the pit of hell. He cast down fallen angels and people that was living in wickedness who didn't want to follow his rules. So he created hell in the bottomless pits and sent those people there to be in the lake of fire for the day of judgment. So they're going to be down there being waiting to be tried for the day of judgment, right? And it says hell and destruction are never full. So people that's living evil, and even hell itself, is never going to be full up. It's going to constantly have people going down there working for the Satan, working for the kingdom, people that God is forsaken. So it's going to always forever be people in hell, and destruction is never going to stop. And it says full. So the eyes of man are never satisfied, because we in the flesh are never satisfied with what we have. So we always want more. And in the Bible, it says, why worry about the things you eat, nor the clothes you put on, when you're able to do such little things? So the fact that we get away from that and we worry about things and bigger things because we see somebody else or we see something that we might want, now we putting the love in our heart for money over the love of God, of asking God, getting on your knees, praying and asking him, like, listen, Lord, you know my heart, I want this, make this happen. You know, tell me what I gotta do, show me what I gotta do. We go put our love in money, amen. So that's why hell and destruction is never full. I just want to give you some of these verses today for a quick lesson. I didn't want to make it too long, but I wanted to make it long enough for you to just hear what's going on and just get some revelations, some thoughts while you're going out the rest of your day. Peace. I'll always be the example.